Hi, I'm Innes Murray, the Head of Trusts and Foundations for the Archie Foundation. With trusts and foundations, basically I'm trying to match up a trust or foundation's aspirations as to who they want to give their money to some of the causes and some of the projects and things that we've got going on at the hospital. So I would contact either a local solicitor, say, who's maybe looking after some trust funds for families, local families. The other option is that we look at some of the things like the councils. They've got trust funds as well. We've got local trusts that we apply to, and then we would call them the national trusts, if you like. Not the National Trust as well, but national trusts. Up and down the country, right across the UK, we've applied to for bigger grants, if you like. We basically apply for grants to support the projects that we're doing here at the hospital. So it can be anything from a few £100 for some play equipment and whatnot, right up to tens of thousands of pounds and that for salaries for people as well. So it can vary quite a bit. I left school straight from the age of 16. I had a work experience role that I was just finishing off until the December, because my birthday was in December, so I had to stay on a little longer. But yeah, so I straight from school straight into work, and then from there it was working in retail for 10 years, which was supposed to be a really short stint until I found something on the design side, which I was really keen on at school and things. So I thought, oh, perhaps I'll get a job in retail, just for a short while to tide things over. And 10 years later, I had gone through the system with it. There was a local guy who owned a couple of men's shops in Aberdeen. From there, I decided, okay, I want to have a go at something completely different. One of my friends worked in ambulance service, and I thought, I want to give this a bash. Applied for it. Basically you get in part-time, you then move up to full-time, and then qualified as people move on. Went for 9 weeks training down in Glasgow, ambulance training. So there was first aid training and there was advanced driving training as well. So that was like major achievements that we managed to get high 90s in those exams. Probably one of my most pleasing sort of times in that as well, that I'd managed to do that, apart from passing the driving test, which was like a major thing. I'd worked in ambulance service on the patient transport side. It was always part-time, then went full-time in accident emergency. Then decided to go and work for the journals, P&G and Evening Express. Worked for them for 27 years in different guises. Started in the circulation department. From there moved on to distribution, and then latterly it was in advertising for a short stint, and then promotions and marketing, and that's where I sort of finished off. I suppose the obvious when it came to retail, and that was sales and negotiating, that sort of thing. Buying skills there as well, managing staff, that sort of thing on that retail side. On the ambulance service side, even though it was a short 2-year stint in my career, and that obviously that was the big things about learning about advanced driving and first aid. So obviously got certificates for those. Then at the journals, wow, it's again majority was sales, but marketing and promotions after that as well. And I think the change of roles, and especially this sort of role that I'm in over this past few years, learning to write a wee bit better than I did before as well, the writing proper applications and that as well, with the support of everybody. I think we work as a team at Archie, so there's everyone's got their own sort of information and their set of skills and that, and we all lean on each other, I think. So yeah, as far as that's concerned, yeah, writing skills have sort of increased as well over the past few years. So. My younger self, I don't know if I would change anything that I've done, to be honest. I don't think I've got any regrets on my career that's gone on, and that's from leaving school without going to college or university. If I was going to give advice to anyone, I think it probably depends on whether they're keen to get straight out from school and get working and earning money, or whether they do want to go on to further education. All I would say is that whatever they choose something you enjoy doing. Definitely, without a doubt. You know, I think there's a lot of expectations sometimes. Maybe from family, maybe from friends, maybe from others. That, oh, you must do this and you must do that. There's a long time to be working. It's a long time in your life, and you should enjoy it. Absolutely. I think you're working in the third sector knowing that everything you do is going to be helping someone else is a real buzz. It's so exciting. I remember thinking when I was joining Archie as well, I could not believe I was getting a job at the Archie Foundation and going to be part of a charity. You know, I thought, wow, this is fantastic. It just grew, how I felt about it. I just think it's just a lovely feeling to be working for an organisation that everybody can get along. You know, within our organisation, we've got a great team, and goes without saying, everybody in it is part of a great team. We all work really well together. I think the third sector is so nice to be working in. It's that feel-good factor, the fact that you are giving back and giving the people who need it the most of that. It's nice at 5 p.m. when you can say, I've had a good day today and I've helped lots of people. So yeah, I love working in the charity sector. It's brilliant.